Hey guys, welcome to the Freak Show. I'm DizzyAngelDemon, and today I'll be painting the skeleton pony from Impact Miniatures Chibi Pony Adventures Kickstarter. And for starters, as you can see here, I gave it a wash. This is a custom color I created using, I think it was Violet Red from Vallejo Model Colors, and the Army Painters War Paint inks or War inks in Violet, or their purple toned ink. And after that dried, I did give it a few coats, but after that dried, I took some Army Painters War Paints in Skeleton Bone, and I diluted it quite a bit so that it's going to apply really thin, and I can kind of build it up, moving away from the edges, so it's going to give it some nice transition. And I'm just going to go through and paint all the bones all over my pony here, but I want to leave a lot of that purple. Anywhere where there's like indentations or just kind of a line between one color to another, one part of the pony to another, I'm going to leave some of that violet wash that I gave it. And again, I'm applying this bone color very, very lightly because I do want to build it up gradually away from those edges and have it kind of a soft edge, if you can understand what I mean there. And it'll just give it a bit more of I don't know, just a nicer, softer look. It'll kind of blend better that way. Yeah. So yeah, I already went ahead and started applying a second coat to the skull here so you can kind of get an idea of how the color is going to look as it builds up. And I'm going to continue on with all the other bones on the jaw and around the eye and all that stuff. This is pretty simple. I mean, it looks like there's a lot of detail going on in this miniature and stuff, but I think I used, like, not counting the wash, I really think I used like 3 or 4 colors. So if you count the wash, I mean, I'm using less than 5 colors on this entire miniature, and it was fairly easy to paint. The details are really nice and crisp and predominant, so it's, as you can see here, once the bones are all painted, they really pop against that violet color in the background. And I did apply, I think, 2 or 3 coats depending on where it was. I don't remember for sure, but I do believe I went in with some very, very light white later on and highlighted some of the bones just to make them pop a little more. Not very light white, but very watered down white, so I could just gradually apply it. And I'm going to go ahead with some Snot Green. This is a really nice, vibrant, piney kind of green color, and I'm going to color her mane and tail, or paint her mane and tail. But again, I want to leave some of that purple peeking through as much as I can. So anywhere where there's like any like embossed areas and things like that, or indented areas, crevices, I'm going to definitely leave some of that purple. And the deeper the crevice, or like the deeper the indentation, the more I'm going to try to leave. And after a few coats of like gradually building up that Snot Green, this is what it's looking like. I really, really like the contrast of the green against that violet red purple color. I think they look excellent together. In case you're wondering, that's a little alligator clip. The reason being that I used that is because just putting it like I would normally do on cork, she wasn't really sticking very well. There's not much point of contact, and I didn't want to pin anywhere in her legs because since there is like little bones and stuff like that, it's very very thin, and I didn't want a chance like breaking her legs off or anything like that, her feet from her legs. So I'm just using the alligator clip, and whenever it comes time to paint her hooves later on, I'll touch up any damage that that metal clip might do from chipping the paint or whatnot. Now, I did lose some footage, but here you can see that I did switch over to the cork because I planned on painting her hooves next, but I've already gone through and applied some of that white, watered down white to the bone to make it pop in some areas. I also lightened up some green. I think I just put some white in it. Honestly, I forget because I did lose some of my footage and I filmed this a while back. So I went in with that paler green that I mixed up, and I did water it down like all my paints so that I could gradually build up the color. And I'm going to add some highlights to the mane and tail, just anywhere where I think that the sun would hit. But I'm not just going to apply it like a thick coat, or not like a thick coat, but a thick stroke of paint. I went in with a really fine tipped brush and gradually built up like lines so that it mimics the hair in her mane and tail. And I think it looks really cool. I think when the light captures those areas and like you can see, it just really looks like she's got a really shiny mane and tail. And the green almost looks like it's glowing, like it has like this eerie kind of spectral glow to it, which is what I wanted. And yeah, I hope you guys like it. Please stay tuned for part 2, where I'm going to finish her up. I'll be making a custom base for her and finishing up any other little areas that needed to get done, like the hooves and such. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope to see you next time, and please drop by the forum, leave me a comment. Love hearing from you guys as always. Thank you, bye bye.